Hello everyone out in YouTube land, it's your girl, Lily. And today starts my, I don't know how long I'll do it, but I'm retired. Now what? This is just gonna be like I guess like a short little impromptu preview. And right now, I just got back. I returned from a 30-minute walk. Now, I did retire from the United States Postal Service, where I served 31 years as a city letter carrier, delivering in the city where we park our vehicle, get out, do a few blocks, pull down the street, park, get out, do a couple of blocks, and repeat. So I kind of figured, well, number one, I've got to keep walking. I've got to keep moving. Let me take my hat off because it was hot out there. The sun's out because it is 10:23 and that sun is high in the sky and it was warm. So I got to kind of figure out what time of day to walk and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to figure it out. I actually retired today is August 11th, filming, and I retired a couple of weeks ago on July 24th. So I really am still trying to figure it out. Initially, when I retired, I don't know how I could describe it. I felt a little lost, sad, a little anxious, like all rolled up into like one. I missed my coworkers. Like we work in like areas, they have what we call our cases where we go in and we're putting our mail together, street order, so we can deliver it on the street. And, you know, in your little area, there's a lot of us, but in your area, you're closest to, you know, those people that you work with right in your space every day. So I miss them terribly because we had such a good working relationship. We'd be yelling things out in the morning, just having fun, getting ready to hit the street where you're more like a solitude, just you're out there around people, but a lot of people are working, so you don't get an opportunity to engage with people a lot when you're delivering your route. I missed that part, all those people, and being there with some of them for, you know, all those years. I miss them terribly. Look how many times I done said that. People on my route that I did have an opportunity to engage with because maybe they were retired or, you know, work from home or what have you. I miss them. You build little relationships with people over the years. You watch their children grow up and that type thing. So I miss that. Early on, there were a couple of days that Lily actually shed tears. I did cry. And I know my son had come up from Atlanta to spend like that first week with me just to, you know, make sure mom was okay. And we were driving down the street and saw one of my coworkers that worked like right beside me. His case was right beside mine. And I was going to drive by him. And my son was like, oh, that's my guy, you know, stop and let me say hi. So I stopped. He started to tell me, oh, Chris and I were talking about how it's not the same without you already. We miss you. I started crying right then, right there. And I kind of knew I would. But every time I see a mail truck, I'm like, who's that? Who's that? And I know I'm going off with the story, guy, but one more. The gentleman that delivers my route that I live on, I came out and he was coming around the corner. I came out of the house and I said, hey, can I take a block? We call them loops. I said, can I take a loop from you? And he was like, you don't want a loop. I'm like, yeah, I do. I miss the uniform. I miss the uniform. And, you know, when you think of real things like, I will never wear that uniform again, unless I'm going to a Halloween party or something, but I will never drive a postal vehicle again. You know, it's just so like, wow, one day, everything just like changed and I was done. And then here's my new life. And I know people are like, oh, you're going to enjoy retirement. Oh, have fun. Are you excited? Not so much. I'm better today than I was a couple of weeks ago. And I did have a couple of retired carriers like reach out to me and they were just like, Lee, you know, it'll fade. You'll be fine. You'll remember people, but it won't be so new and, you know, like you're experiencing right now. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And I believe that. And I have gotten better. I haven't cried, but, so now my routine, I'm trying to get some kind of routine. I wanted to, because I had all these plans, like, and I got to keep track of the time, guys, because I don't want to keep you all long, but I'm trying to come up with a routine. So I think I'll keep you posted on what the routine is, what I do. But I had all these plans, like, I'm going to clean the house, like deep clean the house, because I had every excuse. But not really. I can't do that to myself, because when it's 90 and humid and I come home, the last thing I want to do is deep clean the kitchen. The last thing I want to do is move the furniture around, although I'm ready for the furniture, you know, like how you move your living room around and so forth. But when it's hot out, I don't want to do that kind of stuff when I come home. I'm lucky if I make a salad, do the dishes, and sit under the fan, you know? So trying to come up with a routine. One thing I do every morning is I get right out of my bed and I make it. I didn't do that before because listen, nobody is going to treat me like I treat me. I have all kinds of allowances as far as I allow myself to get out of the bed and get in the uniform and keep it moving. I don't do a whole lot in the morning because I'm about to be physical delivering this mail all day long. So I would get up and maybe throw the comforter up or whatever, and I'm going to keep it real. Wouldn't even do that. Usually just, you know, let my bed. I'm getting right back in it in a few hours. So, but listen, now I make my bed every morning. I mean, I step out of it and I make it. I put like I have like 8 pillows, you know what I mean, on the bed, decorative and so forth, but I make my bed. I get out and I make my bed. So that's the one thing I've been consistent with doing like every day. And I mean, it literally takes a minute. But when I was working, my mind said, we're not making time for that. We're not making time for that or that, because I'm about to go pound the pavement for 7 hours, you know? So at any rate, I'm going to end the video here because I am going to, you know, keep it going and just kind of let y'all know how I'm progressing. And if you want to, you know, comment, tell me what you're doing. What is your routine? What do you do? Did you have these feelings when you retired? Because I hadn't anticipated any of this. One lady that was retired on my route said, I hope you don't go through a depression like I did. And I drove away thinking, I never thought depression. I thought excitement. Woohoo, no alarm clock. Woohoo, day open. And yeah, I wouldn't say I was depressed, you know, but sadness. There was a bit of sadness involved. So, but yeah, thank you for watching, and like and subscribe if you would. And let me know below, how'd you do it? Are you anticipating coming up on retirement, anticipating retirement? Let me know your thoughts. You know what I mean? So, hey, love spending time with you guys, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Gotta go right now because that's my time. Have a blessed day, guys.